Hey guys, what is up? Kevincage back with another cryptocurrency video. If it's your first time to the channel for daily news and information on the digital asset space, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get right into this information today. So to kick things off, I always like to come to Coin Paprika every once in a while and get a visualization here. So I'll click on the all-time high. I'm not a huge fan of coin market cap, but again, let's be real, we all use it still. And so all-time high, and we can kind of take a look at some of these projects, whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Tron, Cardano, Stellar, EOS, Binance Coin has always seen great growth. We got VeChain, PundiX, Holo, or Holo, the hot token. We got Quant. We have Chainlink. Some, interesting projects that I personally see having some, pretty good success. Now, again, Bitcoin Cash, a lot of these forked cryptocurrencies, I don't see them being, viable long term. And I think that there could potentially be a crash. But again, look at this all-time high of Bitcoin Cash. Unbelievable. Could it happen again? Absolutely. This market is unpredictable. In my opinion, I don't see, these forked cryptocurrencies ever going to zero just because, some of the supply has been lost as well, whether it's private keys. So it's highly unlikely. And again, even Kevin O'Leary says that once an asset class hits over $1 billion market cap, it's highly unlikely that it ever goes to zero. So take that as what you will. Not financial advice, but just sharing what another man of a net worth of $400 million has to say. Even though I'm not a fan of his personality per se. I don't think he's, might be a little arrogant in my opinion, but I digress. So right here, as we can see, XRP, 92% from its all-time high price. And again, 582 days ago. This bear market has been unbearable. And again, January 4th was when it peaked. And keep in mind, $3.84 is an average of many of the exchanges that were considered. So whether it's Binance, or any other exchange for that matter, it's taking the average price. Some said $3.30. Some said, higher than $3.84. Some said $3.50, $3.60. So this is an average. And a lot of you are complaining and commenting on every video saying XRP's at 30 cents, XRP's going to zero, XRP's a scam coin. And to me, that just shows that you're looking short term. With an investment like this, I buy when the streets are bloody, when everybody loses faith. That's when I'm confident. Again, keep in mind, I make this channel because I'm passionate about what I do. And of course, I have a full-time career, but I do this on the side because I'm going to be covering this news or reading hours and hours and hours anyways. And anybody that comments some FUD, some fear, uncertainty, and doubt, or asks, a silly question, I just know that they haven't done the hours and years of research I have done. And that's why I'm so comfortable in this investment. That's why I'm comfortable talking about XRP in every single video. I am an XRP maximalist. I am very biased. So if you believe in another project, let me know. And I'm sorry, but I'm just looking at the most well-established, one of the oldest tokens that is working with regulators, following the frameworks. And I see high success with, of course, the connections with central banks and already going live with the second largest money transfer service in the world. Now, again, the CEO of MoneyGram, Alex Holmes, explains that they're starting with very slow and, small value, high frequency corridors. And they're not really going into depth and detail about which fiat pairings they're going into yet. But I imagine out of, I believe it was, well over 200 countries and over 120 currency pairs that they're going to ramp up. And he says that they will be ramping up and expect to ramp up in Q4. So would that be the end of Q4? I'm not sure, but I just want to share what the CEO is actually saying. So when I look at projects, obviously, you see how low they are. Another one I have my eye on that I am comfortable talking about, but it is a lot riskier, is Cardano. Mainly because it's 96% down from its all-time high. Cardano, ADA or ADA. And right now, to me, it's buy time as well. And my thought, not financial advice, and I just want to share what I'm doing as an investor, a contrarian investor. I'm looking at, it can't be a bad idea for me to risk it. If it goes to zero, so be it. That's how I look at money. I look like I already lost it. I'm not going and wasting my time commenting on YouTube videos and crying. I'm investing my hard-earned money and risking it. Risk versus reward. And again, if you want to make real money and you're investing is gambling, and there's always risk involved, no matter how confident you are. But I gotta tell you, I'm extremely confident in XRP, and that's why the majority of my holdings are in XRP, because I see long-term utility and financial attention in this space on RippleNet. And we are migrating towards that. And again, we're waiting for regulation. People have false expectations from a lot of media and YouTube saying, 1,000 plus XRP overnight, when I can't tell you that won't happen. But what I'm saying is you have to get your expectations back in check. All right? So for me, perhaps we'll, see slow but steady growth and then some big jumps. There's plenty of theories, whether it's the Shane Ellis theory, which in my opinion, you cannot really prove wrong with order books. It really does make sense. And we're going to see, more liquidity, better spreads. Everything's going to become more favorable. And that's why I always say we're going to see that snowball effect in time. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So for me, Cardano, I think it'll easily surpass $1. I think it's far superior to the Ethereum platform. But there's a few other variables involved. Granted, Ethereum, there are a lot of people have been afraid of Ethereum's progress lately, but I think they'll ultimately be fine. They've been here, they're well established. And Cardano as well, I think it's much more scalable, much more sustainable. The governance is much better, in my opinion. The technology is better. Proof of stake, Charles Hoskinson, IOHK, Emergo, the organizations working on this, have my vote. But again, I've done a lot of research. I'm not watching a YouTube video and then buying something. This is my money. I'm not going to watch 3 YouTube videos and buy something. I'm going to watch, read, research, take my time, try not to FOMO into the market and wait for a good entrance. Because again, I've made the mistake and I'm just trying to give you guys advice. I want to be level-headed with you. Personally, Tether, these stable coins are very risky, in my opinion, such as Tether. Everything else, I'm not too worried about. I do trust some other stablecoins, but I don't want to give financial advice, even though I am. Haha. But again, this is entertainment purposes only, and just my opinion, and I'm literally telling you, do not listen to me. Always do your own research and get it from multiple sources. There's great resources, whether they're blogs or other YouTubers in the community. Definitely consider that. And at the end of the day, you're an adult. You're responsible for your own decisions. And I know I'm ranting, but I just wanted to give this talk because I haven't given this in a while. So XRP again, $3.84. This was in the speculation market. XRapid was not even live. And his crypto addy actually made a point earlier in another video. Great YouTuber. Highly recommend you subscribe as well. And Jungle Inc. They were kind of just talking about, this is fully speculative in nature. XRapid has not even been live for over a year, and we have very small payments moving at this time. Brad Garlinghouse is making a prediction that we're going to see $1 billion a day in volume, coming up. And again, that was before the MoneyGram announcement. So I'm very curious, what he knows, what kind of non-disclosure agreements are signed. And again, they, Ripple, the private company, does not care or owe retail investors, you and I, everyday people, anything. And what I want to say is there's a lot of jargon in the investing space. There's a lot of words and terms that are meant to confuse you because in reality, they want to keep it confused. They want to use different terminology so they can talk above your head. But in reality, the fundamentals are pretty simple. Same with market capitalization. And again, keep in mind, cryptocurrency, this is an entirely different beast. Don't get me wrong. And it's a revolutionary and disruptive technology. Just know that you guys can take the time to learn this as well. You don't have to just listen to a podcast or YouTube video. You can get books, you can read and inform yourself, because during this bear market, this is an opportunity to learn and become, whether it's a good trader, a good investor, understand the technology. If you ever want to maybe, create your own DApp or DApp, decentralized / distributed application on one of these networks. My dream eventually, when I get a little more capital, is to start, working on perhaps a DApp on the XRP ledger, out on project I'm passionate about. Perhaps maybe even fund something on Cardano. I don't know. The sky's the limit. I'm very passionate about tech and in my, overall financial technology, and I think it'll spread to many use cases as well. But again, guys, 384 all-time high, no utility. Cardano hit $1.33, no utility. And again, we are just under 5 cents. So let's say $5,000 USD invested gets you, $100,000 or 100,000 tokens. We had all-time high. That's $133,000 off of a $5,000 investment. And remember how fast this happened when it really pumped and everything hit the fan. Not financial advice. This is a massive, massive gamble. And I'm not telling you to invest $5,000 or $50,000. I'm not telling you anything. I'm just telling you my thought process when I look at the market. All right. So just wanted to show you that. I love this. And just looking at this, 92% down, you can say percentage to all-time high. Kind of keep looking. I always pay attention to the volume as well. So when I look at price overview, such as Bitcoin, you look at this volume. All right. We're at 16. Notice Tether, 16.4 and 16.4, 24-hour volume. I think that this is a lot of fake volume just in and out, or real volume in and out of the stablecoin. it can be easily manipulated. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of regs in place. You never know. A lot of people have been killing it with Bitcoin. They bought a bunch of Bitcoin when Bitcoin was at 3-4 grand, and then they tripled their investment, and then they bought it into XRP, and they were telling me, man, you should have had more Bitcoin. And they're right. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Hindsight is 2020. And, I did miss the boat to an extent. So nobody really knows. And again, I'm here the long term. Perhaps I am wrong, but I am willing to take that risk. And I just want you guys to be responsible and take your own risk. If you want to just have some play money and hold XRP for 10 years or 5 years or another 2 years and see where it goes, sure. But again, I am just using this channel to disperse information and news and developments that I see in the space. All right, without further ado, that was a long rant, so I apologize. Ian Northing. Definite follow on Twitter, so check him out. So check this out. Swift, we got SEB and Ripple. And so SEB is it's a huge Scandinavian bank, and the acronym, again, it's in a different language in Swedish, but you can just say Scandinavian Individual Bank. It's a Swedish financial group for corporate customers, institutions, private individuals, headquartered right out of Stockholm. And in terms of like overall assets, it's, well over 250 billion US dollars under, their care. So this is a beast. How you guys are obviously familiar with this part of Europe and where all the wealth goes. So again, giving proper credit to Sidi Sharif. So as we can see here, we're talking more about ISO 20022, the messaging standard that's going to bring about interoperability between all of the payment infrastructure and networks for cross-border payments specifically. So as we can see, SEB has been a leading player in the ISO 20022 financial services standard implementation for its customers for a number of years. So they've been ahead of this game. They've been seeing this all along. SEB places all of its customers on Ripple. All right. And then on Swift's website, a little more about the standard ISO 20022, the standard of the future, end-to-end automation, modern technology used around the world. And again, this is not just exclusively a Swift messaging standard. This is going to be all the players that can onboard and communicate and allow their networks to talk, removing that friction. That's exactly what we need. ISO 222, gather pace. And again, SEB has been a leading player, blah, 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 blah. Position itself, ISO 222, and again, back in 2016. So the group is the key standardization body for the payments domain and are responsible for more than 150 messages in ISO 222 involving 70 members from more than 20 countries. SEB places all its customers on Ripple, says it has a couple of billions going through the platform. This is on today's Gazette. So a couple billions going through this platform. And then we got right here, I Am Legion, little contribution, and on FinExtra. So the Swift board recently recommended a migration of cross-border payments to ISO 222 starting in, drumroll please, November of 2021. So I know some of you are, going to be crying and all angry that, this type of interoperability with the entire Swift network will be starting in 2021. And that just means, I have, some subscribers with improper expectations for a true investment. And again, there's 2,000 other cryptocurrencies that you can go play with. If you want to sell all of your XRP and go play and take your risk and maybe try to 10x your gains or lose it all, you can. I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm telling you the most legitimate asset is, right here. And this is the news revolving around it for interoperability. All right. Whether it'll be a marathon or a sprint, how the adoption of global market practice for payments will pave the road to a successful global migration. And again, price will absolutely spike beforehand. I don't want to release any information, but let's just say I was on the phone with somebody yesterday. Take this as you will, and please, don't tell me that I'm hyping XRP by any means. I'm excited for the entire digital asset space. I think when regulations come and clean up the space, a lot is going to change, and we're going to see a lot of these projects finally catapult. And now I'm going to say this, not financial advice, but I was on the phone yesterday with someone very reputable, and they were just saying that there were 2 financial advisors with them within the past month that just put another 6-figure investment into XRP. I don't know what they know. Maybe they're hearing, other advice from guys up top or their clientele. I'm not sure. And again, I, prefer just to leave it at that. So again, ISO 222 migration and API standardization at the 2018 Sibos Standards Forum in Sydney. I'm excited for Sibos as well in 2019. And we have some more links as well. And again, We can go on and on about this. I just highly recommend you guys looking at this and understanding that this is key to global migration for interoperability. And I think that XRP plays a fundamental role in this because, Seb has been found, a foundational partner with Ripple as well. And I've already shown you that video of the top 75 banks by net worth and how many of them have tested Ripple's technology and how many of them are actually live RippleNet partners. Now, they're RippleNet partners utilizing Ripple software. It does not mean they're using XRP today, even though there's a good fraction of them that are. And again, even the ones that are using XRP today are only using it for very small volume or small value high frequency transfers to an extent, and they're building that liquidity up. As that liquidity is built, the spread's going to improve, and then when we are on the exchange, XRapid will be able to work efficiently like it was meant to. And again, ISO 222 unlocks more strategic thinking about payments by alleviating the preoccupation with channels and technology, as long as it is not viewed as an end in itself. Interesting screenshot there. And then investment perspective. So Brad Kimes, he is the man. Definitely check him out if you haven't already. He has some great live streams, great energy, and he's, well informed as well. So I just like someone that respects everybody as well. So again, which allows banks to easy tap into fintech. So again, a lot of information here, but I'm going to go to the next thread. And again, here's SEB or a SEB and Ripple to build real-time payments. This was back in 2016, just an example. All right. So look, include all geographies and time zones in which we operate. And there's a bunch going on as well. Next, Neo of Crypto at crypto_Daz or Daz, so D-A-Z. So crypto_DAZ. Give this guy a follow. Really good tweets as well. So we got MoneyGram, and this is just a quote, hypothetical. Or actually a real quote, sorry. So we are using XRapid to buy a portion of our currency needs in major received markets. We expect to expand into several major currencies over the 2-year life of the commercial agreement with Ripple. And again, right here, while we are in the process of developing markets, we cannot disclose which currencies we are buying and our volume of trading activity. Slow but steady wins the race. I really didn't expect them to go all in immediately. Well said. Next, XRP Crypto Wolf, and this is just a cool little fun fact to keep you guys up to date with regulations in different areas. So Rhode Island will regulate crypto under new money transmitter laws, which start on January 1st of 2020. Cryptocurrency is defined as a digital representation of value that is used as a medium of exchange, unit of account, or store of value, and is not legal tender. Slowly but surely. Next, Emergo at Emergo_IO. ICYMI. Here is Emergo's explanation of security token offerings, STOs, and these are going to be huge in the future, and how we are planning for them as the commercial arm of Cardano. So let's just take a quick look at this. This is Cardano, guys. And again, I am, not getting paid by any organizations to promote this stuff. This is all my opinion. So just keep that in mind. So what is a security token offering? And I know you guys are familiar with the ICOs. I stay away from those though. But a security token offering, STO, is when digital tokens are sold as securities. A security is simply an investment contract. In the US, a test called the Howey test sets out what exactly is an investment contract or security. An investment contract is when there's an investment of money, 2, there's an expectation of profit from said investment. 3, the investment of money in a common enterprise. 4, any profits created rely on the efforts of a third party. And that is exactly why XRP is entirely decentralized as well, because even if Ripple disappeared, XRP would still continue to thrive because we actually have use cases as well, especially thanks to Coil and other huge things going on. And that's why we also involved R3, SBI. They're going to be huge players as well in the world of trade finance, not only global remittance, which is Ripple. And XRP was around well before that. So real world assets can be represented on the blockchain as digital tokens. So we are going to see everything digitized, tokenized, choose the verb you want. And we are going to see securities, assets, everything in between. And remember the article that I covered in a few videos back that R3 posted on asset fractionalization and going in depth on the benefits of doing this for, even mutual funds and different investment products today. And then these are sold as investment contracts. Real estate, intellectual property, and many other assets can all be represented through tokens on the blockchain. This allows investors the chance to profit from the entrepreneurship and hard work of others. Utility tokens are another type of token issued on a blockchain. Utility tokens represent units of value on a network that are not an investment. Utility tokens are designed to be used. They are not to be sold as investments with the expectation of profit. All right, so that avoids also the regulation of being called a security as well if it's a utility token. So why are STOs, these security token offerings or offers, relevant in 2019? So STOs are relevant because of the advantages they bring to sellers, buyers, and regulators. People selling security tokens are able to raise money in a fully decentralized global way that also complies with regulations that have existed for decades, these old regulations. So it's almost another workaround, similar to how they're using MoneyGram instead of having banks having to buy XRP and sell it on the order books. So it's another legal workaround that is completely okay to do. So buyers benefit as they gain access to previously inaccessible asset classes such as real estate developments in different countries. Regulators benefit from the clear laws that govern securities. Exactly. Now, these laws are designed to protect investors from fraudulent investments and hold the project managers accountable. Now, this is also a cool correlation as well. I want to go over this. So the ICOs, you've seen all those initial coin offerings, similar to an IPO in the stock market. An initial public offering is an extremely popular way of raising money for projects. However, look at this stat. I want to see where this is sourced at as well. 80% of ICO projects have been identified as scams. All right, guys, so let's question the 2,000 projects that are in cryptocurrency, whether it's ranked 100, 500, or, 1,900, 1,999. A lot of people tell me to look at these projects. Maybe if they're legitimate, you could make tremendous money. I just don't want to risk it. And again, that's just who I am. And people say, oh, well, I would have felt better investing in cryptocurrency when it was worth millions instead of now the market cap's at billions and we're too late. False. We've never been earlier. Do you know how much money is in the world? Do you know the pain points today in the world? And do you know how much friction there is? And of course, the market cap of the cryptocurrency market is going to surpass the trillions. You can disagree with me below. And then in a few years, you'll come back to this channel and realize I was right. I'm not kidding. Digital assets, tokenized securities are going to be valued in the trillions, at least. So as STOs are more regulatory friendly, they've been seeing a steady increase in popularity throughout 2018. We can see the growth peaking at October 2018. And again, ICOs within 2018 rose and fell. After 2018 quarter one, we've seen that steady decline, that clear trend line as well. So Emurgo and Y2X, and this is back to Cardano, with a focus on driving the adoption of Cardano, Emurgo has made a strategic investment into Y2X, a leading digital merchant bank, is the lead anchor investor. Y2X has a global mandate to help companies raise capital to do some of the most innovative things in the world. This is done primarily through issuing security tokens. Cardano will become the protocol of choice for Y2X and its portfolio firms to enhance the usage of the technology, especially in the field of regulated security token offerings, therefore providing an increased value add to ADA holders. Excellent. Security tokens would help connect entrepreneurs with investors in a transparent, compliant, and innovative way. Emurgo's sophisticated understanding of blockchain technology will help Y2X bring these security tokens to life. And again, got here, wrap up. So if you're a business looking to launch an STO or a proper ICO, Emurgo, the official commercial arm of Cardano, is here to help. They're considered a global leader in the space, end-to-end consulting. So again, there's going to be all kinds of things like this, and I just do not see a lot of other projects have this type of support. So our mission is to help businesses looking to get involved with the blockchain. That's going to be happening more and more, even if it is simply not even cryptocurrency related for, sending value per se. There's going to be other use cases for utility tokens as well. Just look at, Quant Network, look at Chainlink, take a peek at these other projects. Now, again, we're so early, it's hard to say, is there an actual use case? But a lot of people disagree, and they say there is a massive use case for these projects, and time will simply tell. We are either sitting on something that's, not going to exist, or it's going to 1000x. I don't believe there's any in between. It's either all or nothing with this market, with a lot of these projects. All right? And again, Emurgo's the adoption of Cardano adds values by building, investing, and advising projects or organizations that adopt Cardano's decentralized blockchain ecosystem. Emurgo leverages its expertise in blockchain R&D, research and development, as well as its global network of related blockchain and industry partners to support ventures globally. And so, guys, I just wanted to share that, just another development on Cardano. I know Charles Hoskinson also said that we should be expecting by the end of the month some additional updates. I'm excited. Cardano used to pump like crazy back and forth, and it was a good way to make money. So I'm curious if we're going to see that again, if Cardano will hit back to 10 cents again, hit back and, settle, because I kind of know the points of consolidation with a lot of these assets just sitting in this bear market and seeing where, XRP stabilizes, Cardano, Tron. I can keep an eye out. So again. So next, Matthew Linney, accounting firms start accepting crypto payments. So we got NANO. And again, they are huge. I read this entire article, but I don't really want to go through it. Again, it's one of the 25 largest accounting and business consulting firms in the US is now accepting payment in more than 1,000 cryptos. Look at that validation. Look at that attention. And here's a quote as well. As digital asset use and adoption increases and new types of transactions are made, such as security token offerings, which we just talked about, STOs on public blockchains, we need for third-party assurance tools continues to grow. The need for third-party assurance tools continues to grow. That's where our Block Explorer and associated tools are already proving value to our internal teams and our clients alike. All right, and again, this is going to help expedite more acknowledgement. Committees look at this. And then all kinds of regulations are going to follow suit. Eventually, we're not waiting for regulations. This ecosystem, this revolution is going to happen without it, and regulations are going to have to catch up. All right? So again, guys, with that, that is all I have for you today. I hope you liked, my opinion. If you disagree, let me know. But, give me some constructive criticism. Don't just leave a rude comment and, not back it up. Because, again, everybody has their own style. Nobody is right. Nobody truly knows what's going to happen to this space. I don't care if you're the president. I don't care if, you are Ripple and you're Brad Garlinghouse. Everybody is, has a belief, and we all have to work together and talk things out. And that's why I love Twitter, using these threads and communicating, getting back and forth, and really understanding and brainstorming on what can happen in the future. So with that, guys, hit that like button, share this video around on Twitter. It does help the channel grow in this bear market. I am here to stay. I'm not going anywhere. I'm excited about this technology. And again, with the full-time job, it is hard, but I'm trying to bust out these videos as much as possible. So hopefully, some of you appreciate it, so you don't have to spend as much time, going through and reading all these articles. Because personally, I do enjoy listening to videos. I listen to videos on 2x speed, some of the best YouTubers, and I try to, get a different taste and look at different types of news, because what's important to me might not be important to you. So find a group that you like and listen to and you can learn from. And again, we're all in this space together. I want it to thrive. I want you to succeed. I want me to succeed. So with that, I'm just kind of following some guys. Anything with cryptocurrency or XRP interested, I will follow you. So just, send me a message and I'll absolutely follow you back on Twitter. Going to be a little more, active in the Twitter community as well. But all right, guys, thank you so much. We've had over 1 million channel views and 14,000 subscribers, slowly but surely growing, just like XRapid. And I'll see you in the next video.